In this lesson, I'd like to work on changing our link styles. As we saw in the previous lessons, the default style for links uses a blue color and an underline under the words to make sure that our users know it's a link. Of course, not always will this style match the designs we want to use for our page. And we have a few other ways to make sure our users know where to click too. First, I want to take a closer look at the links on the sample page we've made so far. Notice that these links here up at the top are not showing up as blue, but they actually use a purple color instead. And that's the default style for a visited link, meaning that we've clicked on this link at least once before while browsing. The email link still shows as blue since it doesn't go to a web page. When we want to change the link style, we'll have to take this state into account when setting up our selectors for the style rules. I'll go back to our document, and for our changes, let's go up to the heading tag and we'll add in a style tag so we can create some rules there for the links. I'll make sure we add a closing tag for it so we're all set up for the rules. Now we want to make some changes to the tags, so I'll start out using the A tag as my selector. I'll set up braces for the rule, and let's just change the color to red so it's a little bit easier to see. Now just so we can address those visited links and see them more clearly, we'll create another rule for the A tag. This time I'll add a colon and we'll add the word visited. Now this rule will only address A tags that show the visited state. Again, I'll use the color property, and this time we'll set it to green so we can clearly see the difference. I'll save that change, and we'll go back over to our web page and refresh. Now you can see the links up at the top are showing as green since they've already been visited. And once again, the email link is showing up down here as red. Now back over in our styles, if you want to set this style rule to specifically only address the normal links that are unvisited, if you want, you can add a colon there and then just use the link state. With our document, it's not necessary, but I wanted to go over all the states. Now we do have another state that's usually very useful when setting up links, and that's the hover state. So again, I'll make another rule for the A tag. This time, we'll type colon hover. Now just so we can see the difference again, I'll go and change the color property to blue. I'll save my change, and when we go back over to the browser, I'll refresh the page again. Now at first, this doesn't look any different than what we had before. But you'll notice this time, when I hover over the link, it changes color to blue. And that works on all of our links, whether they're email, external, or internal. As you can see, the hover state is a great way to call attention to that spot on the page, and it kind of makes our users want to click it. Now for some website designs, you may also want to get rid of the underline to clean up the page, especially when you have already set up some special styles to make the link pop out. And we can do that too. I'll go back to our style rules, and underneath the first style rule we created, I'll add a new property called text decoration. You can use this rule to add an underline, an overline, or even place a line through the text, wherever you want. But here, to remove the underline, I'll just set the value to none. Now we only need to set this property once, on the link state, since the other states will inherit this if we don't make a change to that property in them. So let's save this change. We'll go back over to our browser and refresh. And now you can see for all the different link states, our underline has been removed. Well, now you know how to create and style most every link you'll need for your site. In the next lesson, we're going to go over some special considerations for a linked site navigation menu.